Hello, I'm Sarah Bent, and I'm the founder of spunkyandsporty.com, and I'm here today to show you how to do or how to apply your makeup for the smoky eye that you've always wanted to have. So I actually always do a smoky eye, so there's kind of a couple types of ways that you can do this. There's a natural way, and there's more of if you're going out for night, if you want to do it a little more heavy and more dramatic. So I'm going to do a couple looks and show you what kind of colors that you can use and mix with to get the results that you want. So stay with me and we'll have a lot of fun doing this. Okay, so I'm back, and now we're going to start with the smoky eye, and I'm going to do with the natural colors to start. And as you can see, I already have my full makeup on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the colors that I used and how to apply them. Okay, so I'm just going to apply over what I already have. So I'm going to start off with just a basic base, which is more of a beige tone that I'm starting with. You can choose white or anything that's a little more neutral. That's what I'm going to go for the naturals, more neutral tones. So what I do is I just close the one eye and I just go over the whole lid, and I go all the way up, all the way over my eyebrow, and I go all the way down to the edge of my eyebrow, and all the way. Basically what you want to do is you want to cover your entire eye. So you want to make the whole neutral color over your eye, just to cover the whole area, all the way to the tip of one eyebrow, all the way to the other end. And then, so what I'm using actually is this brush. So if you can have a look at that, that's just a contouring, not a contouring brush, but just a brush that I use for an overall. And then I'm going to take this one, which is more of a narrow one, so it's for an eyeliner. And I'm going to go with a dark brown. So you can choose softer brown, any neutral tones, because I'm staying with neutral tones. So I'm going to go with the darker brown, and what I do is I just start under my eye from the edge and bring it all the way to almost the inner corner. So what you want to do is you want to create a nice thin line, almost like as if you're applying an eyeliner, but I'm just using the brush. So it gives it a softer look, and later on if you want to apply a liner, then you can just blend over top, and it gives a nice sort of a smudgy look, but it's a softer look. So we want to go for a more natural look. And the next brush that I'm going to use is this one. So this one I'm going to be using in the crease, and again I'm going to use the same brown tone, and I'm going to go in the crease. So where you want to feel is where the eyeball is. So you can feel the bulge of the eyeball, and you want to make the darkest color there. So you want to start on the out and go all the way in. Okay, so all the way over your eyeball, you want to apply the darkest color. Okay, so that it gives your eye a little more depth and actually opens it up. So we're going to leave that brush aside for now because we are going to come back to it, but I'm going to go with this next one, which is more of a fanned, sort of a feathered brush. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. Like this. So it's a little softer, and I'm going to go with the same brown, and what this does is it helps blend the color in. So again, you're going to go in the crease, but you're going to make it softer so it blends it up just a little bit towards the eyebrow, so you have more color. So I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hard, but you can see how it goes a little bit darker here, and then what you'd want to do is you want to blend it more up towards the eyebrow, but you want to leave it lighter up here with the base that we used at the beginning. And again, I'm going to take the first brush just to give your eye a little more depth, because after you have blended the brown, sometimes it softens it a little more than you want to make it. So again, we're going to go with this brush. Okay, it's a little shorter with the bristles, and it's a little harder, so it holds the color more of the shadow in the brush, and you just want to go darker again in the crease. Okay, just in the crease, because you want to put the most color in the crease because it makes your eyes more dramatic and it gives more depth to your eyes. So I think you can see that with both my eyes. Okay, now I don't have any eyeliner on. I don't always wear eyeliner. If I want more of a smoky natural look, I just want to have a more natural day look, I go with the neutrals and the browns, and I just put mascara on afterwards just to obviously finish the eye. So I hope that that's helping you. And we're going to go on to the next one, which is more of a dramatic one for night. So hang on and we'll get right back to you for that. Okay, so I'm back again. So I am going to start with the smoky eyes for the dramatic for nighttime. But before I go ahead and do that, I'm going to give you a few tips just to clarify what I was doing before in the previous part of this whole session in the video. With the day look, you can do the eyeliner, which if you want a really more pop to your eyes, you could do an eyeliner, which you would go along as close to your eyelash as possible. And what I do is I usually go about halfway to 3/4 of the way over the eyelid, and then I smudge it. And that way it doesn't look like a solid line, and especially if you want to go, some women like to go all the way to the corners of your eye. I don't prefer to do that. What I do is I tend to take a brush and just smudge it. So the type of brush that I would use would be the one that I used in the crease. So it would be this brush here, and you can use that to smudge your eyeliner just to make it a little less definite of a line and a little more soft, just especially for the daytime. At nighttime, you want to go a little more heavier on the liner and definitely either put on the false lashes or really put a lot of mascara just to open up your eyes. So in the daytime, I like to go a little more natural and soft, so I just do the mascara, I leave out the liner. Now, the other thing too, that I just wanted to give another tip, with the eyes, a lot of women say, well, if you have brown eyes, why are you wearing brown eyeshadow? Because doesn't that make your eyes all, washed out? Well, I don't find so. I find that my eyes they're not a really dark brown, so I tend to use a darker brown around my eyes, which actually makes my eyes a little lighter in brown. It brings the eye color out. Also, there are other colors that I would suggest for brown eyes. If you wanted them to pop, you can always use a little bit of gold in the crease just to mix it, and just add a little more that or green. Green actually looks amazing with brown eyes as well. It just really brings out the color as well with the eyes. So those were a few other colors for brown eyes. For blue eyes, brown looks amazing with blue. Again, a lot of women say, well, I don't want to use blue with blue because it makes your eyes just too much blue. Again, you want to mix it. So you can always add a little blue in the crease with the brown, and I find that it actually does play a lot on your eyes and brings it out. Another color which with blue eyes looks amazing is purple. A really soft purple with brown, it's amazing. Grays, looks amazing as well. So, and same with green eyes, gold looks amazing too. Just, you want to mess around with color and see how it goes. But if you have the basics down, if you want to add a little bit of color and just mess around in the crease and just kind of blend it in a little soft, you'll have the hint of color and you'll be amazed at what it does for your eyes. So those are just a few tips that I want to tell you before we get started with more of the dramatic for nighttime. So, we're going to get the same brushes that we used before, and again, what you do is you want to do the same what I did before. You want to take your base color, so again, either white, soft beiges, more of the lighter tones. Pink, if you want to go with a soft pink, a very light pale pink, you can do that as well. That looks absolutely amazing with a darker gray or black as well, so that really looks amazing together. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick, because again, I already have my makeup on, I'm going to stick with the beige, the overall beige that I put all the way over my whole eyelid again. Okay, so I'm going to go with the softer beige, but this time I'm going to add a black. So I'm going to take the same little brush that I used before, the liner brush. Liner brush. Okay, and I'm going to take the black. So I'm going to just dip it in my black, and I'm using powders. Some women, well, I'll go into other videos and I'll explain other things too, because there are the cream eyeshadows that you can use as well, but I'm using powders tonight. So with this, again, I'll go on the side again. You want to do the liner from the outside all the way along under your lashes, okay? And you want to have the widest part of it out at this edge here, okay? So you want to make it, see how it goes a little more fanned out at the end, okay? So it just gives your eye a little, makes it wider, and it just makes it more dramatic, especially for nighttime. So you want to go a little thicker here, and again, finishing it up with liner. And so we're going to stop that for now, and we are going to go with our next little brush here. Oops. We're going to go with this one here. So I'm going to start with this brush, okay? Now again, this is the blending brush. So we're going to, because you're using darker colors, you're going to want to go softer to harder, okay? And what I mean by that is you want to start off soft on your eyes because it's a darker color. So when you're using blacks, you want to go soft and then blending more and more and more until you have the look that you want. So with that said, again, we're just going to go fanning it out. So we want to go in the crease. Okay, so we want to get the color in the crease with the black. Okay, so it's soft. It's actually very difficult doing it this way because usually you're used to doing it in front of a mirror. So everything seems to be a little backwards. So bear with me. If you just listen to the tips that I'm giving you, you'll be able to do it on your own as well. But you can see how it's a little more dramatic than the other eye. See how the black really stands out? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my next brush, which is this one here, okay, with the shorter bristles. It holds more color, and we're going to go in the crease. So we're just going to close the eye, and we want to really go along the eyeball in the crease, okay? And you can make it really dramatic, especially if it's nighttime. Okay? And don't worry if you make a mistake, because that's the fun thing, is like you can always blend it out. You can always take the lighter shade, okay? See, you could always take this brush again and dip it into your base, okay, into the beige, and then you can just always just kind of, okay, well, it's a little further down, and you want to lighten up your lid, okay, and it fixes it. Again, you can also just go lightly over along your eyebrow line if you find the black is going a little too high. Okay, so you can see how the black makes it a little more dramatic. And again, you can finish off with your liner, which I'm not going to do tonight, but I will do it in other looks and I will show you. But you can see how it's a little more dramatic than the browns on the other side. So it makes your eye pop a little more. So you can finish off with the false lashes, like I said, definitely more dramatic look, or just a lot of mascara, and again, a liner, which you want to start out with the outer. You can wing it a little bit, and then just bring it in, like I said before, halfway to 3/4 over your eyelid, along the lash line. And if you want to soften the look, if you find that you don't like the line, the definite line too much, just take this brush, the liner brush, and you can just go along the lash line and gently blend it. Okay, and it'll soften the line a little bit along your lash line. So I hope that that helps give you the smoky eye that you're looking for. And I definitely look forward to having any feedback. You guys can get a hold of me at spunkyandsporty.com, or you can on my blog as well there. So I would look forward to hearing any questions or results or even pictures. Send me anything. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.